And you have to turn off your don't log into YouTube while we're doing it.
Oh, I already did.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video with laughs, gags, and gossip. Now let's get into the mess. You should drop off. Hey family, welcome to the channel, Celebrity Scandalous. So tonight we are having an emergency meeting. I have Onyx, On It with Onyx, in the background, and I also have Pierre. We are here to discuss this emergency with Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm gonna let Onyx start because I think that all of us should be able to get along. But Onyx, what do you think about this Nicki Minaj dissing Megan just because she has a new single out? His girl, what's the tea?
Honestly, in my opinion, in the words of Jennifer, I feel like it's supposed to be a sisterhood, and right now it is not that.
Oh,
I feel
please.
completely conflicted and divided. I love them both, but I will say this: Nicki is very, very seasoned to be talking about people's mothers right now.
Is
That's
that
all
what
I'm
we're
saying.
doing?
What did she
Oh,
say
That's all
about
to
her
say about it.
mother?
oh, what a weak point.
How was that a
Because
weaker point? Please explain.
last time I checked, we were in rap. Last time I checked, they had a funeral for Nicki Minaj. Last time I checked, it was never rap unity. So that was just a weak point. And Meg said something about her family. Nicki Minaj has never said anything about anyone's family. So now all the gloves are off. So now we're here. Get up
I
on your
just love
good
the
foot.
mother. Oh, okay.
Wow. So you went there. What did Nicki say about her? Yet I don't.
She told her to conjugate her mother and apologize.
That was crazy, and I can say when things are crazy. I think, and this is what I think. She's taking it far, yes, and I agree, and it's getting real nasty. But I would like to go back to my point of you don't talk about people's family.
Right.
Like you don't just cross that line. So
But did
like
she dead
Nicki
name?
even, huh?
Did she dead name? Did she say Nicki? Did she say Onika? Or did she just
Oh,
reference Megan's law?
but when Nicki Minaj says "giddy up" or she says she doesn't mess with horses since Christopher Reeves, it's about Meg. Oh,
Just
look around,
saying.
everybody on mute.
Just saying. I'm just saying, though. That is a valid point, but I'm just saying. Was it the
Yeah,
Megan's
we can
law or
always
was it the
just
fact
say.
that she didn't dead name Nicki?
We
Nobody
can
said
always
Nicki.
say. We can always say. Nicki
There's
has
a
never
whole
mentioned the
Megan's
name.
law applies to a whole bunch of people.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, like the people she slept with.
okay,
You got proof?
Onyx. Let's be real. Megan's law, that was a low blow. That's like you can't be around children. Everybody knows that.
He can't be around children.
Huh?
Yeah, I said he can't be around children.
So did she have to go? I mean, it's sort of like some things are just you just shouldn't say. Don't you agree, Pierre? What do you think?
Exactly what I'm trying to say. Like I definitely because I actually watched the live last night. And when I tell you I was not expecting what I was hearing, get up on your good foot is insane. And I said it right there. That was crazy. But if you really think about it, they have been going back and forth for years. So now, and the thing is, they've been going back and forth for years in such a long time. Nicki has not said anything crazy like this ever. Like, if you want to take a look in the history of her bars, she has never said anything this insane. Because you talked about her family. She has never crossed that line with people. So now, like I said, the gloves are off.
But
She brought
I
up
said it's a sisterhood.
and listen, and what sisterhood? Where did that
It
come
should
in?
be a sisterhood. That it should be a sisterhood, and right
Then
now
maybe
it is
you
not a
should run
sisterhood.
for president of the female rap and change it because at this point it's not changing.
Who said anything about changing female rap? I'm just saying, as
That
a
is
sisterhood, they
changing
should
it
be
because
no,
do the male rappers have a brotherhood?
Oh
damn
wow.
near.
No, they don't. Was Jay-Z beefing with Drake? Was
And
Pusha
how
T
did that
beefing
go
with
off?
Drake?
They both
Was
succeeded in the end,
was
did they not?
Oh, so you're saying Megan's not succeeding?
I said they
I
both
agree.
succeeded in the end, did they not?
Well, we don't know this end yet.
Okay, guys, let me jump in real quick because I know you guys both. So sounds like Onyx, you're a Megan stands, and it sounds like Pierre is.
I'm conflicted.
Oh,
But
there's
let's
no
let's say one
confliction.
thing. When
You got to
people,
look at the
Well, good
facts.
for you and your non-confliction.
Thank you.
but how do we? But come on, if somebody's parent passes, should we be saying stuff like that? Come on, Onyx,
Thank you.
No, I already I agreed with that. I did. But um I'm just saying she like this would have never happened if she didn't talk about her family. That's my whole thing. Like I'm not saying that it's right. I've stated that it was crazy and nasty, but you don't talk about people's family. You just don't
I
do
agree.
that.
I agree.
Like,
But
oh,
let's
so we're talking about family? She talked about your family.
so let's rewind. Remember when they did a video together? They did a song together. Where was the breakdown? Where did this start? Where did this beef start?
So it start Onyx, do you I don't know if you
No,
wanted
go
to.
go ahead, Pierre.
Okay. So it started because they went on Instagram Live and at the time Nicki Minaj was pregnant.
Mm.
Meg was like said some joke about she should still drive the boat and like she can always go to the clinic. So that's
Hmm.
how it started. Then after that, Meg started dissing her or like subtweeting her on Twitter. Nicki didn't say anything. Then she obviously did the song with WAP. That probably played a part in it,
Oh
honestly,
yeah.
but it didn't start that way.
So
So,
you
and then there's a lot of behind the scenes with Meg. Everyone knows it. Like that's public knowledge, with the people she's been with and how she when she gets something she doesn't look back, she takes that success and keeps going.
so you're saying that you believe so you made a comment about Nikki being pregnant and Meg kind of, taunting her. But I kind of think it probably was the WAP of
That's what I think.
yeah.
I think as
I
soon as the song with Cardi was done, that was the feather that broke the camel's back.
But
It
why
might
though?
have been, but like I said, there's a lot of other playing factors into that. And we also like we all don't know. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes. Things get talked about, but you never know what's really going on and how people are moving.
That
So
is true.
Pierre, you sound like you're really a Nikki fan. Like are you a what is a barb?
You know, to the people listening, uh, I'm going hard for her because I appreciate her craft and I can understand perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the connotation of the word barbs.
Why?
For me, because I mean, the proof is in the pudding,
And
but
the barbs.
on the other side of it, they're supportive and they're gonna ride for what is the truth.
But what is the truth though? I mean, what Nikki
Nikki's
and
telling us the truth. She's proven it time and time again. She told us about what Cardi was saying. Cardi said something about she liked to tweet about her kid, and then she also talked about something else that Nikki did. It came out years later, and then that's why Cardi B had to find so many outfits so she can go to court. So
okay.
it's like let's open our eyes maybe. I don't
So
know.
now you're attacking Cardi B.
Wait, what? No, she had fire fits for the courtroom. I'm not
She
attacking
did.
her. She just was lying the whole time, and we found that out.
Lying
I
about what?
think Cardi.
What are we saying, Cardi lied?
She
Because I
tried
like
to. She tried to fight Nikki at an upper echelon event
yes,
um
which
for
was
something
very
that wasn't true.
tacky. I mean, I remember that. Are you talking about the event where Raw Ali threw the
The
shoe and hit
shoe.
her in the head?
Yeah, that's when Cardi left with the. Yeah,
Yeah, and I've always, to be honest, you two, because I'm the more older one of the two of you. I'm assuming because you guys both sound very young. I feel like why can't they all just get along? I don't see the guys fighting like this. That's the thing. They're
they
so
do it
cute
They
differently.
do.
They do it very differently,
in terms of
and
how.
it doesn't get so much attention. You like no one really. I don't know. It's just people, the general public, find it more amusing when when girls and women are attacking each other. The history shows. Like that's just what general public. It's not right, but that's what gets more attention. The guys are going to be more, or even if people talk about it, they don't get the same criticism.
I
That is
agree
true.
with you. I think that's true too. And it's really
That's
sad.
So
very true.
yeah, it
But I'm
is.
gonna say though, I'm gonna say I like both ladies. I think both of them have lyrics and songs that at just different days, different times of, you know, certain songs just resonate with you. So I really don't feel like we have to pick a side. But and I love Nicki Minaj because when my daughter was younger, we would sing that one song. Do you guys remember this? A time in my life or something? Do y'all
Moment for
remember?
life.
Moment for
Moment
life.
for life. So Nikki got me back in that day. But
Yeah,
Nikki, that was kind of low to talk about her mom.
and I don't think it's about sides either. Um, I think Megan is super talented. She's the most talented after Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, right now lyrically. But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to like when you listen to this song, what song did you think of? You think of Captain Hook. You think of I'm
I
running through
did
your
think of
house
Captain
like a
Hook.
Tomb Raider. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking I'm thinking Tina Snow. Like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
bringing Tina Snow back, but can you change the Tina Snow beat? Can
I get it.
you
I get it.
can you not change up your flow ever? You're one dimensional. Like your lyrics are good, but you're boring.
How do you feel about Nikki calling her out, get on the good foot? Like this woman, see, that's violence against a woman. How do you feel about Nikki just kind of mocking fun of that? Like, again, I love Nikki. Me and Nikki got history. I'm just saying, right? But think about her calling out her deceased mom, talking about violence against a woman being pow pow, because there's certain words we can't say. I mean, Pierre, are you okay with that?
um, I don't agree with ever mocking someone's trauma.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Nikki is backed into a corner, and at this point, she's over it. Like, I, yeah, I just think, and I also think, once again, it's rap, and you're gonna go for the jugular. You're gonna go for the jugular. Like, I don't know. I've never seen her talk about someone like this directly. And I feel like
Yeah.
we're in an age of such a boost in social media. It's plastered everywhere, and it's flipped, it's script, and it's ripped. I don't know. It's hard to
Onyx,
say.
how do you feel about what Nikki said about her mom and the whole thing about get on the good foot, almost mocking fun of her, the violence against her?
I feel like they both have really good wordplay when it comes down to their lyricism. They both have really good discography, in my opinion. I've been rocking with Nicki since I was in middle school, but I feel like the shot at her mother was it was a hurtful shot. There was other things that could have been said that probably could have had the same effect, but that was a hurtful one, and I'm pretty sure that was going to cut Megan deep. And to
Mm-hmm.
go to her injury with her foot, I feel like that's also kind of a shot, but feel like it's an expected shot at this point. If you're going to talk about Megan in reference, you're going to mention her foot in some point or
Yeah.
another. So I feel like it's something that was going to be done eventually. I just hate to see that it came out with both. So I feel like Megan is really taking a hit with that.
Why is no one talking about Drake literally saying Megan's name in a song and talked about how she didn't get shot and free Tory? Like, why is no one talking about that?
That
But
part.
Nicki opens her mouth and it's on every blog.
I
Right,
think
Like,
it,
because it's Nicki.
and she was
yeah,
attacked.
I think it goes back to what you said that they like to see women come for each other.
Yeah, or no, and but also but they also, this has been a thing, like the whole hate train era. They literally want to make Nicki Minaj look like this just uproar person, but they're not showing you guys what they're saying about her every day. Just think about your successes and, like you said, discography, and you've been out for so long and you've been doing so much for the culture and putting on for all these people. They want to thank you every day, but then right when you help them, it's oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like I just needed a little boost. But where was her respect? And that's all she's saying. Like, just give me my respect. And they don't respect her,
That
clearly.
is true. That is true.
Okay, but let me stop you there, Pierre, because like I'm old school, and I remember when Nikki kind of came aboard and there was little Kim, and people accused Nicki of not giving that same respect to the women that came before her too. So how do you answer that? And then after you respond, Onyx, I want you to talk about how you feel about this whole thing. I'll tell you. Go ahead, Pierre. What do you think about that?
It's another thing that is just made into something that it wasn't. Um, there's a long clip of Nicki Minaj in interviews only talking about Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Jay-Z, and no one talks about that. But because um she got big, and I will say there was this is back and forth in the songs, but I who knows where that started. Like I said, we're not in the age, like that wasn't really a big social media age. We're just kind of going off of hearsay and interviews, and you know, so it's like who really knows who took the first shot, but she always gave the respect, so that was never the question.
Onyx, do you agree with that?
I do, because I have seen the clips of Nicki paying homage to Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. I see multiple clips where she refers to them. But I will say that I'm pattern that I noticed within the industry is that people make a lot more money off when they are feuding with somebody or give off that they're in beef with somebody, and then
Yeah,
they really force the fans to pick a side. So even if you do rock with
yeah,
both Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, and Nicki Minaj, during the time Nicki Minaj was coming up, they for sure was pinning her against
pinning
Foxy
people.
Brown. They
Yeah,
would physically pin her against all of them, all the rap girls that was out then and
that.
before her,
Hmm.
just
Yeah,
to make a rise out of the fans, just so they could pick sides, and just really at the end of the day, they everybody wins from that because the fans pick who they pick, and everybody has their own fan base. So I feel like it just makes the fans just in a frenzy and just causes attention to the artist.
yeah, that's the entertainment business. People put
Exactly.
relationships together. Like, oh, we have a comment.
Yeah. So
Do we read
Susie,
that?
no, yeah. So Susie Q Vegan says she never gave the respect. So I'm assuming that maybe she's talking about. Oh, I think she's talking about Nikki.
She is.
Okay, I'd like to.
Okay, so let me just read her next comment, then you can respond. She says, Susie Q says she gave all the glory to Foxy Brown. She was very condescending in all her mentions of Little Kim. Let's be real, she allowed men in the game to put her against Little Kim.
Mm,
Wasn't the same thing done with Little Kim and Faith Evans though?
for the way she copied it. Okay.
I feel like they pinned them both against
Well,
each other
she
too. They
now
didn't have
now
any
now
men in the middle.
to be fair, you do see some carbon copy of Little Kim, but I mean
And
nothing is new.
once again in her interview, she talked about you're not gonna be you know like you said there you're gonna take from who inspires you. You're gonna take from Nikki said she wanted to take what inspired her and carry the torch and see what she can do with it. So I don't know. You're gonna, of course, okay, all the new artists, you're gonna see Nicki Minaj in everything they do. So, I mean, I don't know. Every
Honestly,
new rap girl that came out has said their number one inspiration is Nicki Minaj.
that's what exactly. I mean, even Cardi B. I think Cardi early on even gave Nicki credit.
That's true, but
She
everyone wants to
did.
say Nicki was the bad guy, but Nicki has publicly tagged these people on social media, congratulating them on their praises. Lotto printed it out and put it on her wall. So, I mean, she, I don't know. She never
So
said that.
Susie Q was saying she never said that. I'm not sure which comment she's referring to, but she
Uh,
says you can see Nicki in everything they do when it's Little Kim blueprint.
she took the blueprint and made it the pink print.
Oh,
Period. Welcome to Gag City.
okay, so she's saying, so Susie Q is saying, Cardi played much love to Little Kim. All the girls, guava, much respect to Little Kim. So I do think that when Cardi came out, she was a little bit more open to embrace some of the younger or the up and coming artists, which they're saying Nicki never did.
But that's not true.
Nicki
It's
just wanted
literally not
respect from the
true.
artists coming up.
So, I mean,
Nicki,
I don't know how else to explain that. It's not like she's given she's given all of them their almost biggest songs. Like
Yeah,
not
but
Cardi because she had Bodak Yellow, but she hopped on a song with Sexy Red. She hopped on a song with Bia. She hopped on a song with JT when she's coming up. She hopped on a song with Cardi B. She hopped on a song with who else? I mean, I don't know how many people. She hopped on a song with them all. So how is she not giving Megan Thee Stallion? How is she not giving her respect? And why is no one talking about some Jay-Z's not rapping with everybody? Because he doesn't have to, if
That's
it
true.
doesn't want to. But Nicki is choosing to.
she certainly doesn't have to.
She doesn't
Her
have to do
discography is
anything.
made.
But
She's
somehow,
made.
some way, people feel like Nicki has to coach everybody. Why is she the coach? Who made her the coach?
So you're
That
saying
part.
there's a double standard, like
There's a
women.
double standard.
Okay.
Huge.
Someone made a great point. I don't remember who it was, but they said you don't see Mary J. Blige all with these R&B new girls because for what?
That's a good point. I've never heard it put that way.
Nicki Minaj didn't have a female rapper to help her. She
But I
had
think
Lil Wayne.
but I think it's a little different when you look at R&B and you look at rap. You don't see as much. You don't see as many collabs in R&B as you do in rap. Like you see a lot of the guys. It may be two or three artists on a song. So I kind of think you can't compare that though.
I was, I
Mm,
can kind of see your point in that, but I think a lot of R&B songs. I feel like there might be a lot more R&B songs and a lot more R&B artists that could also play a role. But I do feel like there's a lot of features in R&B, usually a guy and woman, but like there's usually a remix or something. But maybe because there's more artists, it's a little bit different. And like rap is just it's a competition
yeah. The
at the end of the
demographic is
day.
different too
It's
in both
different.
areas. And rap is
R&B is
heavily male
soft.
in.
It's
Yeah.
Susie Q says Jay Z is not out here complaining. Okay,
because Jay-Z is the one pulling the let
you
me
think
stop.
so?
I do.
Let me stop before they find Pierre. But
No, Pierre.
Jay-Z is pulling them strings,
Jay-Z
I
got his
tell
hands in
you.
stuff.
Are you kidding me? Jay-Z, why does he have to complain if he's running the show?
What I
That
mean,
part.
expound on that, Pierre, because what? Why? What do you mean Jay Z is running a show?
I mean, there's so much to go into. It's like Jay-Z he's a gatekeeper of the music industry. He's a big name. He's married to Beyonce. They don't have to talk.
Hmm.
Like Beyonce, I mean, not Beyonce, Jay-Z is part of Rock Nation, of course.
Yes.
And if you think about it, Nicki doesn't have any management because she fired them for leaking information to people. Jay-Z, Rock Nation. Um, and ever since, like when she fired them, they all started working for people who were under Rock Nation. It was a setup. They sent her to a music festival in China. It was fake. She had to go back.
Ooh,
Like, it's a setup. I don't know.
Wait, who was sent to China?
Nicki Minaj for a fake music festival.
What? Come on now, Pierre. I mean, I'm rocking with you, but now you're starting to just pull stuff out of your ass.
No, I'm not.
I mean, what? Why would they send Nikki to China? Come on. I
It's a
mean,
I haven't heard of that
setup.
one.
It's a setup.
When was she sent to China?
I think it
yeah.
was. I think it was in 2018. Don't quote me.
Okay.
So you're saying she was sent on a fake tour? What was
Yeah,
the
What was
music
the deal?
festival.
Oh, so it looks like Susie Q was calling you out, Pierre, saying you are a barb
Oh,
and you just making up stuff.
she is
I'm not.
upset.
Google's free.
she said you have every excuse for Nikki.
Why
I
is she beefing with almost every rap girl to make them
I mean,
coins?
I don't know what else to say. Why is she beefing with almost every rap girl?
So like she's saying, Nikki, these women are half her age, and I understand to that point.
We're
Uh,
age shaming? Whoa.
wow, wow. Wig
If you're
shift
the if
on
you're
that
the
one
best
too.
if you're the best at what you do,
Uh
you're
huh.
in your kitchen, you're the head chef. People will think they cook better than you. They don't. What are we talking about?
But I get what
That
she's
that because that head chef is 45. He's too old to be in this kitchen. What?
No. But I think I understand what Susie Q is saying is that it's sort of like so for me, like y'all know that I'm a little bit older than 35. I'm assuming if you watch Celebrity Scandalous, right?
Of
Right.
Y'all
course,
know that
we
I'm like
watch it.
a little bit, huh?
I said, of course, we watch.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all know that I'm a little bit older than 35, just a tad bit, give or
Yes,
take
ma'am.
10 years or so. Okay. But I understand. What I understand is that as you get older, you kind of want to pass the torch. You should be you should be confident in your position to not compete with the younger girls, but to pass the torch to help them along. Like I don't even know why people try to compete with Nicki. She's got a 20-year history now. So what is the problem? But I understand, and with her discography is whatever you guys are talking about, how y'all say that. There's no like it's no competition. She doesn't have to compete with the younger girls. Cardi is at least a decade younger than her. What is the problem?
Mm, I. She doesn't have to pass the torch until she's 70 if she doesn't want to.
Yeah, it's on her
Oh
time. If
wow.
she wants to pass it, she can pass it.
And it's not even about passing it. If you're better than her, then you just become better than her. What's the
Yeah,
passing the torch? I don't run
that's
the
what I don't
show.
even
I
see the
run the
torch.
show because I'm the best. If you're better than me, then you will run the show. There's no torch to be passed really, unless like it's a retirement thing and it's like, okay, like I really like want to mentor you. I put my, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it's like she's also a rapper in a competition. So why am I going to be like I'm going to let up so you can win? What? Why am I going to
Okay.
dim
She's
my
not
life for
running the
you?
mentorship. Yeah.
Why am I dimming my light for you? If you want to be so good and you think you're better than me, then be better than me. The sales show it. The Hot 100 shows it. It's just like I don't know. She's broken so many records in her 16 years.
So that's my point. She's broke. I don't even know why there is really. She has made her mark in the history of rap. She's her Little Kim, Foxy Brown, even because back in my day I was a Foxy Brown fan. I don't really see where there's a competition. It's like Nicki has been around. What is the problem? You guys are the new girls. Where is she should be like? I mean, there's really no competition. They need to be around for 20 years like she has been. So I don't. That's where I'm a
That's
little
been her
lost.
point, though. That's been her whole point. Like I've done this and you are disrespecting me. Like what is she supposed to say?
Yeah. Her track
Okay,
record speaks
so
for herself.
I'm going to go back to a point that Susie Q is saying. If she is the best, why is she not falling back like Jay Z? You see how he has no real comment for Nicki. He's not being practical. She's talking about you, Mr. Pierre.
Hmm.
He's being a barb now, and you're age shaming. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're age shaming.
No, she said, "How is it age shaming?"
Oh, my bad. My eyes are bad. I'm over. Like I said, I'm over
Being
35.
messy.
Like she said, she doesn't see Jay
I
Z
just
beefing with the rapper.
he literally beefed with Drake. I said that.
Yeah, I mean, Onyx, jump in on your girl, cause
I feel like Nikki doesn't have to pass the torch until she's ready to pass the torch. But I've been rocking with Nikki for so long. So I mean she's at this point as in my fan base career, she is making it very difficult to side with some of the things she does. But I'm
Yeah.
still trying to stay loyal because I bought tickets to Pink Friday too. So I'm really still
Well,
trying to make this worth it.
well, my thing is Susie Q. I don't know if you were in here while I said this, so maybe I should like say it like so you know. But I said that I don't agree with everything Nikki has done. I
mm-hmm.
said that, and I hold her like she says some crazy things, and I just think you don't know what's like. No one knows what's really happening. No one knows what's going on. But if someone's antagonizing you every day, like what? How much can you take? No one's talking about Jay Z because Jay Z doesn't even make like he's not even yeah like you said he's not talking. He's not on social media. He's not doing anything. He's under Beyonce at award shows. Like not like he's doing stuff behind the scenes. So it's like he doesn't like no one needs to talk about Jay Z. Nicki Minaj is still in the field, and people are constantly on competition with her. So she's in the forefront.
Would you say
But
that Jay Z is up there with Nicki Minaj, or is Nicki Minaj up there with Jay Z?
Jay Jay Z, he is he's a staple. Like that's just not gonna change. So Nicki is up, but Nicki is, I don't know. People are gonna come for me, but think
That's fine.
Nicki, I think Nicki are is just, yeah. She's getting up there. She's getting up there. I would say like she's not maybe up there, of course, because once again Jay Z's behind the scenes too, and he's
Mm-hmm.
a gatekeeper. And Nicki has got blackballed and like so she's not quite there. But when it comes to talent and discography and weight, like yeah, she's up there. You can't talk about rap without talking about Nicki Minaj.
I agree. Women in rap. Well, that's another thing
Rap.
too. Again, rap. Well, I'm talking rap, but we have Queen Latifah. We have a lot of we have MC. Like it's just
A
funny how
lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, but it seems like people really just come for Nicki Minaj. But we have a legacy of a lot of rappers that were out back in the day who were even before Nicki Minaj.
Of course. And Nicki Minaj is here because of them. And
Exactly.
she said that. She
But you
understands that.
but what I remember from my day is I didn't see people coming for Queen Latifah because I don't remember Queen Latifah. I know Queen Latifah did some, collabs and stuff, but I don't remember people coming from for Little Kim, Queen Latifah, and the other rappers that came before Nicki just with their affiliations or the people that they collab with. It seems like there's a target on Nicki to me.
I think there's a target, but I will say in all fairness, there was always beefs back in the day. It just wasn't, I don't know, it's just not to this extent. The social media is that, like I said, social media will ignite that fire. But
absolutely.
Lil Kim and Foxy Brown were beefing for so long. Eve and Lil Kim were beefing for so long.
Oh wait.
Um,
Eve was beefing with Lil Kim. I don't remember that.
yeah.
Really?
Uh, like pause on your chest, or was it Foxy and Eve?
I
It
think it
might
was
have been
Foxy and
Foxy and
Eve.
Eve. Yeah, I think it was Foxy and Eve, but like there was beefs. So
Well,
like,
I
but
know
now,
Foxy and Little Kim had a beef. I remember that one.
okay, Susie Q said everything he is saying is about Nicki. He didn't apply his theory to Jay Z. I did. Jay Z was beefing with Drake. Drake.
He had multiple
Well,
beefs.
Jay Z beefed for a little bit with Drake. He beefed for a little bit with Kanye.
Yeah,
Nas.
Jay Z's biggest beef was with Nas. That's
yeah,
the biggest beef.
exactly. Back
Yeah.
in the, yeah, while ago. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? So what are we talking about? I don't know. Like like everyone's beefed. It's rap. You're gonna beef.
You honestly can't rap without beef, if we're gonna be quite
Like
honest.
like what are we gonna talk about in your raps? Like there's people that talk about other things like the streets and this and that and like lifestyle, but your your cutthroat bars are about people. It gets people talking. It gets people moving. It makes that one person want to drop an album. It makes them want to drop a single. Like, let me come back for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's exciting. We want to know what's happening next.
And Pierre, I agree with you, but I kind of think though this last one with Nicki Minaj, because I'm a mother, is just that this thing about conjure up your mom. Um um Onyx, what didn't you say she made what was that line that she said to uh Megan? Conjure
To
up your
conjure
mom or
up your
something?
mother and apologize.
Yeah, like that's kind of that's dark.
No, yeah, it is. It
That's
is.
very dark.
It is.
And okay, so Onyx, and I want you to speak on like some of this stuff about the part, her and Party. Like, what do you think about her talking about Megan's Law and coming for Nikki on that? Like, was that necessary? Seriously, was that necessary?
I think it was clever wordplay. I don't know if I'm to say if it's unnecessary or not, because I don't know if she came across Megan's Law first or just wrote the song and just wanted to use Megan's Law. I don't know how that
Mm-hmm.
came about, but I just feel like it was clever wordplay. It's
It
just
was
so ironic that the actual law for that stuff is her name. And so I
right.
feel like it would have been a dropped ball not to use it, because it achieved a wow factor and it did get the attention of who it was supposed to get the attention for. But I don't know. It's everything just seems like it was very cutthroat on both sides. Everybody said some things that could have been averted, but at the end of the day, we playing a game here. It's the rap game, and we just trying to get checks out of it.
So now that so we know that Megan just came out with his. Do you think Nikki's response and rebuttal has overshadowed Megan's drop of her new song His?
Actually, I think it does because now the media attention is everything on what Nikki's saying. Nikki has been on Twitter all day today, and that has been my complete For You page has been nothing of Nikki's statements, comments, and videos on Twitter, and her doing that Twitter space, I think, with Kelsey. Like, so
Yeah.
Nikki is most definitely taking some shine from Megan's stuff.
Can you expound upon the part about Kelsey? Because I saw something really briefly, trying to get this up and running really quickly. What is this whole? Why is Kelsey part of this conversation?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I literally just seen that she was a part of the Twitter space conversation and that she's working on something with Kelsey, I
Oh,
guess. So
wait,
that's what
wait.
I'm trying to see.
Nikki is working on something with Kelsey
I guess a conversation. I have no clue. I just keep seeing their names attached.
for Queen Radio.
I have no. That's what I think, but I'm not gonna say that. Don't quote me on that.
Oh snap! That's gonna break the internet.
That's what I think. Because if Nikki's the petty queen. So if she's as petty as I think she is, and she's a mega troll. So if she is, I think that's gonna be her next move is getting Kelsey on Queen Radio.
Now, if she gets Kelsey on Queen Radio, and she definitely has enough money to do that, that is going to be crazy. What do you think about that, Pierre?
About
If Kelsey teams up and goes on Queen Radio, dissing Meg, like, are you kidding me?
I think that Nicki can do some real petty things, and I think that would be one of them. But honestly, I feel like it would be better if she got Party on there. Actually,
Oh,
I don't know which would be better. Now that I
she
think
might
about
get
it.
both.
Oh,
She might get both.
or
Whoa,
mind.
that was good. What were you gonna say?
No, nothing.
No, say it, Pierre. Say it. We want to hear.
I was just about to bring up one of her lines. She was like, "You want to go set up a conjugal meeting with basically with Tori," and I was saying that they can cop a squat there too if they want it.
Oh,
Not
wow.
like that, but like to get everyone's side.
Wow.
Is what I mean.
Yeah. Now that you said that, Nikki, Pierre said get Party on. If y'all, that would be nuts.
They saying on
crazy.
Twitter that she might put Kelsey in the music video too.
Oh, there we go. That's what she does. Like
video.
When here's another thing. Sorry, I didn't really want to bring up Cardi because she has nothing to do with this, but
that's fine. Go ahead.
The thing that happened, like basically Offset cheated on Cardi B, and Cardi B sent men to go to the strip club and like beat them up. Yeah, so that's what she had to go to court. Yeah, and Nikki put her in the video.
Wait a minute. Okay, I missed that. Which video are you
talking about? She put her in a Good Form video.
Was that a few years ago?
Yes, 2018.
Okay. Because I kind of
she put a lot of people in there, but yeah.
But actually, do you guys remember they said that Nikki even helped pay some of her legal fees?
Yeah, exactly. But people aren't talking about this. She's the bad guy all the time.
Because that's what sells. That's what
exactly. And Nikki way more. Exactly. And Nikki even said it on a interview not too long ago. Like, what'd she say? Let me get back to you on that one. But okay, yeah.
So can we shift gears a little bit? We can always circle back. But Pierre, I don't know if you're up on this couple, Miss Netta and Charles.
Charles,
that TikTok couple?
Ready.
No, I don't know who that is.
Your lunch is ready. Okay, so it's a famous TikTok couple, Miss Netta and Charles. She's not the most attractive woman, but what they're saying. Now, you guys, I have not been on here for a minute, so I would love to show Pierre the video. But Miss Onyx, let's talk about that. Did they get married? Because they're saying they got married.
They got married, and they saying Saucy Santana should be very upset.
That's what I'm saying. Are you familiar with Saucy Santana, Pierre?
Oh yeah.
So Saucy Santana tried to come for. Okay, so Susie Q says Netta is a man. We can be real. Listen, Miss Netta goes by. She, as far as I'm concerned, She may be transgender, whatever. She Miss Netta to me. And Charles love her, so that's what I'm going by. So I don't really care. Now, the only thing I'm gonna say about Miss Netta, she ain't the prettiest woman now. She just is not pretty. But I like them as a couple. What do you think, Onyx? I like them.
I think if we can call Medea Medea, we could call Miss Netta Miss Netta. Uh,
Exactly.
Miss Netta cracked me up. I love watching her
She's
cook for
funny.
Charles. I
She's
love
funny.
saying, Charles, your lunch is ready. And if she didn't lock that down, she done locked that down. She done did her thing. Her food is good enough to lock a man down. Gotta get yours. Miss Netta ain't mad at you.
Yeah, Miss Netta is Miss Netta is yeah, I like Miss Netta. She's crazy. So if anybody has to drop down, it's fine. Go ahead and drop
Okay.
down. I appreciate
Well,
everybody.
it was a wonderful discussion.
It
I
was.
once again I'm not really a sides person. It's more of like let's just look at the situation. But thanks for letting me tune in.
So it sounds like Pierre, like just I don't know what we had a small group on, but it sounds like people think you're a barb, hun.
I think Susie Q just thinks that, so that's okay.
Oh, okay, Susie. I feel like he
Alrighty.
came back for you. But let me know. The invite is here. I don't know if you know about Krishan and Blueface, but that's another couple we'll be
Oh,
talking about.
that's a
Oh,
But if
draining
you're
couple,
goodness.
but I might listen in.
okay, love you. Thank you for joining. See you next
Thank
time.
you for having me by Onyx.
Bye.
Okay. So, Onyx.
Yes,
Now let's
ma'am.
get back to Miss Netta.
Hmm.
Girl, did you see? So they did get married.
They officially got married.
Okay, so I'm happy that they're married. I like them as a couple. I just do. Charles, your lunch is ready.
I got some
Child,
questions about their marriage, though.
wait a minute. What kind of questions you got, girl?
Like, what state did this happen in, and how legal is it?
It could be a spiritual marriage.
That is true. That is true. I just really want to know what state this happened in. I
I
want
think
to,
are
cause
they in ATL?
I think so, but I don't know. I don't know.
Now the only thing that now let me tell because I'm single, Onyx. If Miss look, do I gotta cook lunch? Is that but what the
Absolutely.
hell huh?
Absolutely. That's all Miss Nettie did. And you see it wasn't the face.
So I saw the reason I even knew about this is because I saw Nicole's hair um live on Instagram and she said they got married and I'm saying, huh? Um
I thought it was skits. But I'm very happy that Charles and Miss Netta was able to find love.
oh wait,
They,
wait. Susie Q say people are saying they are frauding and it's a money grab, baby.
that's why I asked what state would they get married.
Girl, so wait, are we gonna have to look for a marriage license to see if this is valid?
You know it's public records.
But if it's just a new marriage, it's gonna take at least 3 to 6 months before we can find out.
That's fine. And I'm pretty sure they'll show us if they still together in that time.
How she get married before me? Now, listen, I ain't no hater, but God damn, Miss Netta. I mean,
She put something in that food.
huh?
She put something in that food.
But I only heard her say your lunch is ready. Is she cooking dinner too?
Oh yeah, she over there cooking steaks. Miss Netta be on the grill. Miss Netta is over there chefing it up for Charles. And I'm
but
not
is
gonna
it?
lie, I want to play.
But is she cooking for lunch? Is she do lunch? But I ain't heard nothing about breakfast or dinner. So is it just lunch? Because I could do lunch.
It's all three. She making all three of them. She only made the song about the lunch though. But I
Why?
really want. I have no clue.
Is
I
she a
really do
house?
want to try it.
Is she a housewife?
I think so. Can't help to be.
Child, your lunch is ready.
She only cooked for you.
Wait,
She
okay.
only cooked for Charles.
Do you know the whole song, Onyx? Do you know the whole song?
I
Come
only
on,
know the
girl.
first word.
Wait a minute. We gotta listen. Do you got a song? So, Miss Onyx, do you have a special significant other in your life?
I do.
Do you sing? Do you sing him a breakfast, lunch, or dinner song?
I sing him a salmon song when I make salmon.
What salmon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you mind sharing?
I'm not gonna say his name because I don't
That's
want nobody
fine.
looking for my
You can
man.
say Charles.
But Charles, your salmon's ready. I seared it for you, baby.
Oh, okay.
Skinless and steam it. Come and get your salmon, baby. I only cook for you, baby. Just a little tidbit.
I
You
love
eat
it.
it
I
up
love
every
it.
time too.
Now, has that improved the relationship?
I got a promise ring out of it, so we get working somewhere.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Susie Q is saying he on Facebook with a white girl, and it looks like they have kids that are under two. Wait a minute. Don't tell me we got an exclusive. Come on now,
Don't
Onyx.
talk about Charles.
Sounds like it, unless you're talking about your Charles.
My Charles ain't got no. My Charles wouldn't dare touch a white woman. If we gonna be honest.
Child, you heard about these passport brothers, right?
Oh yeah, and how they coming up unalived?
In Colombia.
Yeah,
So,
that's
what do you think about that? Now we're gonna go back to Charles. Your lunch is ready. What you think about these passport brothers going to Colombia to get their preference, and then the last one that I think the story I saw it was on the neighborhood talk. He said they were at a bar and she gave him 2 scoops of devil soup.
oh no, I don't know
Who
what
the hell
devil
would
soup
eat devil
is.
soup, girl? He
I
didn't.
have
Eat,
no clue.
she didn't even bring the bowl to the table. You're not. How the hell you walk from the bar to the table with a spoon? I'm not. I'm not doing it.
At all. All I gotta say is you play stupid games and you win some stupid prizes. Ain't no way I'm eating anything called devil soup that I done got from an apparent prostitute in Colombia. That's just me
Su-
personally.
Susie Q say it was him with a woman, child. Now don't tell me we gotta
She wasn't
find
good looking either. Oh, Susie, you got a picture?
girl. So we gotta find Charles. We gotta see, girl. Let's not. Do we need to break the story to the rest of America? Now I don't want Miss Netta coming for Mrs. Netta coming for us, but do we need to figure this out? Wait,
I would like to.
let me ask Susie Q. Okay, Susie Q, Miss Susie Q, we love you. Thank you for all the comments tonight. We appreciate you. Can you drop the Facebook page in the comments so we could follow up? Because you know people want receipts. Because if this is Charles with another woman, I'm gonna have to let Miss Netta know that her man's already got a woman. I'm just gonna have to let her know.
I mean, to be honest, in these days, who's to say Miss Netta don't already know?
Oh, you got a point. You got a point right there. Well,
I'm just
okay.
saying.
Maybe if Miss Netta don't know, we need to let the rest of YouTube know. How about that?
Yeah, that part. Let them know
That-
that they playing up with our hearts.
Okay,
Because I was
so
rooting for love.
Black Love, right? So we
Yeah.
are about to be, we're embarking upon an hour. So we're about to get off of here. So before we go, so we talked about Nicki Minaj. We talked about Mrs. Onyx. Her
Mrs.
name is Mrs. Onyx. I mean Mrs. Netta. And so now let's touch base real quick on Krishan and Blueface. What's up with that? What you think about that? That she done moved in with this man after he done denied her and the baby.
At this point, Krishan is absolutely losing me. I don't even know what to root for anymore. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what's going on in her head or what the Lord has planned for her. But clearly, she's being guided in some direction that tells her to go back to this man. And now she's sitting up in this jailbird's house with a baby that he didn't want to take care of anymore. So I'm gonna let Krishan do Krishan because she's not gonna keep stressing me out about this. I done wrote too hard for her in them comments, and I done fought tooth and nail with my family about her, and I can't. She's just making me not look the best.
Wait a minute. So you were supporting Krishan because now Miss Onyx, I know that you're probably closer to Krishan's age. I'm a mother, and I know that you don't have children, so I'm assuming that you're part of that age group. But you do realize what she's doing is that's not love. That's a toxic relationship, right?
In all honesty, it looked like Stockholm syndrome to me, but I agree. It is a straight toxic relationship. Ain't nothing healthy about it. And the
Nothing
only person
healthy.
really my heart breaks for is that baby because they didn't ask for none of that.
Do you think that, what about now? You have been hearing that Carlissa has jumped in it, and she's totally against Krishan after Krishan allegedly said that Carlissa should unalive herself. What do you think about that whole dynamic? Because remember, she was so riding tough with Krishan for a minute.
Yeah, and at the same time, she was saying Blueface and Krishan were cousins, so it's really
What?
hard to.
Oh,
It's
you know
really
what? I
hard
do
to
remember
say
that. I
that.
do remember that. I do remember that. I
It is
remember
so
that.
hard to trust with anything that she says because in my honest opinion, she is equivalent to Tokyo Tony right now. I can't trust nothing that any of them say.
I agree. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, what do you think? How do you think this is all going to turn out?
I don't know. I really hope it turns out best for for the sake of that child. But it's so much damage has been done before he even got to this world. So I really hope that they could tighten up, get it together, and have at least a loving space for that kid because the way that that household is being ran, it just seems very stressful. So I can only imagine for how it is for that baby right now. And plus, Krishan been working around with that hospital bracelet for God knows how long.
Yeah, that's man, I don't know how to feel about that. I was riding for Krishan too because I know she's like in her 20s, and I know that young women, it's hard, but from what I'm seeing, it's just like a very very sad situation. And then the people who claim to be her fans, when Krishan, when all this stuff falls apart, you know that song said, when it all falls down, all they're gonna know is that this was buffoonery.
Yeah.
As a parent, if you so a lot of the people that are her fans, if you were a mother or a parent, would you want your child to go down that road? And most of us would
Absolutely
not.
not.
I don't give a damn how much money she's making. You have a baby to raise now, and there's some responsibility that you have to do. I see Krishan. Well, I don't know what her situation is. I see her getting high. I see her drinking. I see a lot of the stuff she's doing online. Come on now. What kind of environment is that for her child? People are talking about she's working. Then you need a work life balance. And you
Yeah.
can't put everything online because what you're showing us is that you're very irresponsible. What do you say about that?
Uh, I say that it's a lot of women out here that do what she do, and a lot of them don't catch half the flame or flack that Krishan catches just because it's not as publicized.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that just because Krishan's situation is publicized and it's built on all types of newsletters and headlines, it doesn't help her case at all. It honestly doesn't help her case with anything that she has going on, and the fact that she keeps going back to the aggressor of the situation it doesn't help.
Yeah. And
And
I
she
mean, I
needs
know
to
that
figure it out.
you're a young woman yourself, and but wouldn't you be a little more responsible if you had a child? Like I'm just asking for somebody who's probably closer in her age range.
If it was me and I was in this situation, honestly, I think I would be on my own completely in another state with my own brand new support system. Because there's no way this is a healthy environment for a child. There's no way this is a healthy environment for a mother, for a first time mother at all. This situation is completely different. Your first pregnancy and first child should be something that should be a joyous occasion. And instead,
Mm-hmm.
this has just been nothing but a trial and tribulation. So it's really sad to see this situation for her. But I mean, God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. So I really hope that this works out best for her.
And what do you think about the fact that a lot of fans are calling her out on the fact that, in one degree, she's the Krishan out spazzing out, but then in another, we do see her giving praise to the Lord. So it's almost conflicting because when she's praising God, I'm like, yes, yes. But then when the flip side of that is like, come on now, you know?
Yeah, and then it just goes back to battling demons, and I just feel like she just has so many problems outside of the Blueface situation, and the Jaden and her own child. I just feel like it's so much undergoing stuff with her that honestly we're never probably going to even figure it out as a fan base. I think it's something that serious counseling should seek help for because even on that show with I think season 2 when they
Mm-hmm.
went to go see the counselor, she had the counselor absolutely scared and perplexed. Like the
I
counselor didn't even know what
remember.
to say.
Are you
So like,
talking about that was in Crazy in Love?
yeah,
Yeah, he was just like, I never had a patient like this.
he didn't. She was a special case. So I feel
Yeah.
like she is a special case that needs a certain type of special attention, and it's
Wow.
just sad.
Well, you know what? As a parent, I know I have my own views, but to hear a young woman who's closer to her age range, I'm really glad to hear some, the sanity portion because we kind of look at your age group like these millennials are effing crazy.
I know, and everybody think Krishan and Sexy Red speak for us. They don't. It's a lot of clear-headed people out here that look at this stuff and think it's just crazy. But I look at it and say people gonna do what they do, and who am I to tell people that they can't? I wasn't put on this earth to judge people, so
Susie
do what
Q,
you do.
thank you for joining us. Honestly, I have been off of live for maybe 6 months to a year now, so we're starting back our lives up. My co-hosts, Onyx and Pierre, but as I get a little bit better in the next couple of days, we'll be dropping the link. So you had a lot to say. So I would love to have you come up and just voice your opinion because you listen. Susie Q had a lot to say, and I was
Susie
trying to read
Q was
her
calling them
comments.
out.
Yeah, so I want to hear. But Susie Q, now when I drop the link, we're gonna be talking about Nicki, and we're just gonna be talking about current affairs. So I would love to have you up here with my co-host, Onyx. So I think we'll be back tomorrow, and then we want to drop her Cash App tomorrow. So we're gonna get all that taken care of. We would love to see you guys come back. But any parting words for the Nicki fans, Krishan fans, and Ms. Netta? Anybody you want to sound off on?
I would like to say that I love Nicki Minaj. I will always be a Nicki fan and a Nicki stan. Love going to Gag City. I will say that I'm very happy for Miss Netta, and I really hope Krishan can get it together and come out on a good foot.
Okay, so the next thing that we'll probably have to visit, the next topic that I would like for us to discuss are the baddies, because there's a lot
Absolutely.
going on over there. So I'll hit you up behind the scenes. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Susie Q said, I love y'all. I love having fun. I'm high spirits. Thank you, ladies. Okay, Susie Q,
Bye,
listen.
Susie.
Hey, Susie. So my IG is, I think it's either Celebrity Scandalous or TLGG. Hit me up in the DMs because we'll be back either tomorrow or Sunday. And definitely we will be dropping the link for you so you can come up and talk your ish, okay? Talk your ish, Susie Q. Because man, Susie Q was the other host, right? Wasn't she?
Mhm.
She was the other host. She was just the chat host. But we want you to come up and we get to hear your voice. So thank you for all the comments. We appreciate you. Thank you. And then so Susie Q, if you come up, share with your friends that you're gonna be up here talking your ish with us, okay? So so we are almost hitting 1 hour. Onyx, thank you for being my co-host. I love you, girl.
Love you too. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and I will hit you in the DMs, and so we can plan our next show, which I'm hoping it'll be tomorrow
Okay.
in the evening. And we need to talk about the baddies. Is there somebody else you want to talk about?
We need to schedule a special viewing for After Baddies because I know that Sunday episode drops this
Yes.
week.
Okay, so we need okay, so we could do the baddies on Sundays, but on Sunday, is there somebody else we could talk about tomorrow? Or I'll just see what's trending tomorrow. Because I still haven't talked about Shawnee and this side peen that she done got, girl.
Oh Lord have
You got to
mercy.
get up. Shawnee married a pastor,
I did not know Shawnee married a pastor. What pastor did Shawnee marry?
Pastor Keon Henderson. And do you know that a couple of days ago, some man came on and said that Shawnee paid him $50,000 to hit take her to Pound Town. Well, how do y'all
Wait,
say Pound Cake? Tell me how y'all say it.
take her to Pound Town.
Pound Town for $50,000, girl.
She offering 50,000.
She didn't offer. He said he gave it to her. He
He gave
said,
it to her.
okay, so that maybe we need to talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. I need to read up on
Okay.
that because I've never. He gave her 50,000. That's Shawnee O'Neal. He gave her $50,000.
She gave him.
Oh, see, okay, yeah.
And see the thing about it. So I did a couple videos about it, and so Shawnee's the first lady now.
Oh boy.
And see, here's the thing. What I'm saying is that about a month ago, if you watch Basketball Wives, because I do watch Basketball Wives, they
Mhm.
took the cameras into the pulpit. Don't play with God like that. Don't mock God like that. They went to
Mm-mm.
the church, and not a month later, this man is exposing you allegedly for saying you paid him money to take you to Cake Town, Pound Town, however y'all say
Pound
it. Pound
town.
Town. But here's the funny thing. I went back and looked at the history because I remember Shawnee has been considered a sugar mama having sugar babies like 10, 15 years ago.
I remember hearing this. I do. This doesn't
Exactly.
surprise me.
Exactly. Because when her and Shaq were going through their divorce, it was on Entertainment Tonight when they were saying Shawnee was using Shaq's money to fund her boyfriends.
Oh,
And
that
then
sounds real
somebody
dirty
jumped in the
secret.
comments and reminded me. Okay, so see, Susie Q love Basketball Wives, so she's another resource to have to tell us what she knows about them. Because you know who I don't like no more though, and Evelyn. Evelyn is a
Ever.
colorist. I'm so pissed at
Oh,
Evelyn. I used to love her, but she done turned very vile. And now,
really?
okay, we're gonna end on this. And see, Shawnee with this whole giving this man money, girl, do you know Jennifer is marrying a man that's almost 20 years younger than her child?
That sounds really,
Come
really
on
gross.
now, Jennifer,
Oh god.
are y'all crazy? It ain't
That's
no
the
way
only one that's
in
gonna tolerate. Of course, it's gonna take a child to tolerate a child.
girl. This man is gonna be in her pocketbook. Let's see if they make it down the altar. Let's see if they make it to the whatever you know what I'm saying. But even if they do, girl, this marriage, Jennifer don't know how to pick a man. Anyway, get up on that so we could talk about that. Susie Q, you be ready with your stuff about Basketball Wives, and I'll see y'all on the next live. Okay?
Bye.
All right. I love you. Take care.
You too. Love you.
All right. Bye bye.